so much money on something.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a day in the life of an architecture student. I've done a day in the life as an architectural assistant, so now that I'm doing my masters, I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along. I'm gonna eat first, go library, go to my lecture, and then I'm also getting my hair done later. If you saw my TikTok, you'll know that I recently tried to do the India skunk stripe. I've had half of it already. It looks disgusting. It's got jam, grapes, almond butter, peanut butter, and blueberries, and it actually fills me up till like 12 o'clock. So this is my go-to. I've got so much stuff in this bag, and this is what my bag looks like every single day. I'm gonna drive to uni today. I'm not mad at getting the bus. If I can like avoid it, I will, but the bus is just like sensory overload type of thing. So if I can be comfy in my car playing my tunes, then I'm all right. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna take me about 20 minutes to get to uni. I basically park a little bit further away and then I just walk for 10 minutes. So let's go. Yeah. I just parked and now we're gonna do our daily walk. Stepping in the spot like she own it. Just grabbed a quick chai. Like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, yeah. I literally just spent 20 minutes writing one email and it's not even to do with uni. So now we're actually going to start uni work. So I like to keep my different modules in different folders. I think we have like 3 different modules for the year. So each module has a folder so that I never get confused about where's this notepad or where's this book or where's this reader. This is my PS1 module folder. I printed out my presentation that I gave last week about my object. And now I have to kind of send that to my tutor, so I'm just going through and highlighting what I think are the most important things to say in the email, just to be super concise. I am in my 6th and final year of architectural school. When I finish, I'll be a Part 2 architectural assistant. I'll then work for a year before sitting my Part 3 exams. Gone through like important bits. At uni we have 3 modules, PS1, PS2, PS3, and I'm currently working on PS3 and PS1. And this chai is so good. It's quite sweet, but it's so nice, guys. 10 out of 10. So before I start my next task, I'm just going to reread the brief for the task and my studio in general, just to make sure I'm answering everything in the output that needs to be answered. So for this we have to produce a triptych. We're given a brief on it, there's some examples up there, and yeah, I'm just going to read through just to make sure that when I do get into the designing process I don't get lost in forgetting what the question actually is. So I started this task in the library, but it took me about 2.5 days to actually complete all the posters, just because I had an idea of how I wanted them to look, and then when they didn't turn out like that I kind of had to But this is what the posters ended up looking like all together. I think posters are a really good way of communicating effectively what you want your design idea to be about and helping the audience that you're presenting it to understand it quickly. This is the second one, I think, in reference to this one and this one. Now we're going to go to my lecture. Part of the output for this module is to create a group practice with 5 other people and kind of sell what our skills and what our business model would be. It's nice to study the practices that you've worked at, their positives and negatives, and use what you've learned to decide what sort of architecture and what sort of practice you would want to create.
What are you doing? You're selling. You're selling. You're selling your idea to somebody on the hope they're going to buy it. It's as simple as that. We talk to your client what they want, what they build will be made. Don't say what they think, and they don't do what they say.
Perceived in a negative way rather than positive. So to begin with, our first page just outlined exactly that, gave the reasoning behind our logo and our ethos.
The lecture was actually really interesting and really relevant because it was talking about how to build a brand around yourself, around what you're good at, especially as an architect. How do you sell your skills for a higher amount, which is always a bigger question. What sort of practice can you attract And especially as a part two, like when you're graduating, how do you see the next 5 years of your career? What sort of practice do you feel like you would fit in well at? And I think the most important thing I took away is to try to work at a practice that designs stuff that I want to design. Obviously it's hard to get a job, but I think it's important to practice stuff that you align with and relate to. So yeah, it was a good lecture. I'm finally going to sort out this hair. Like, I couldn't even look people in the eye, you know. It's so bad because I just like hated the way my hair looked. At the work they're doing on the Old Town Hall. This is where all our tax money is going. If you live in Manny, I guess. Like, they've covered everything. They're like fixing clocks, bringing their building into the 21st century. Bruh. Why can't it stay a ruin? A silk press is a method of straightening natural curls without a chemical relaxer. So with it, you use a blow dryer and a flat iron to smooth out your hair. So that's what I went for. They started out just by doing a really good wash and condition, and then they put this like silk press sort of product on my hair, I think to soften it, then they washed it out. So you can see my hair here has just been freshly washed, and now she is going in with the blow dryer to get all the knots, all the kinks. And the smoother you can get your hair with a blow dryer, the straighter it's going to end up being. She did an initial pass through with a blow dryer, and then she went in with a round brush. That whole process probably took about 40 minutes because I do have a lot of hair, and she was sectioning as she went through. I was beginning to see a lot of damage coming through, like that's why I was just like highlighting where I may need to cut. I've not straightened my hair in about 5 years or so, so I was a bit shocked by the length. Damaged my ends were, and then by the time we cut them, it was looking healthy, it was looking fresh, and I loved it. Could have gone shorter, guys. I feel like I could have gone shorter, but I'm not ready yet. 4 hours later, guys, we are home. I look freaking crazy. What a day it has been. You guys have seen a day in my life. Like, this is what I get up to. More time I'm not always doing my hair. Now literally like 12 o'clock in the morning, but I came back, I finished my hair at like 10. I showed you my silk press in the other clip and it was £120, but I was going to go to London and pay £250, so I feel like I got myself some sort of bargain. See, it's puffed up. I washed my hands, I dried them on tissue pretty well, I feel like, and then I touch my hair. The base of it is like fairly straight, but the top is kind of puffy. You spend so much money on something, like £100 could go on like a pair of jeans. You know what I mean? Or it could like be a food shop for like a month, and I spent it on a hair treatment, like a hair service, and my hair's like reverted, well, the top of my hair has. But like, it's not terrible. I'm being a bit harsh here. It's not terrible in it. It's just like a puffy blow dry. I'm gonna insert a picture of what my hair looks like, and it was like flat, and that's what I want. I'm gonna just go over it a tiny bit, which I know is like the most important thing to do, but I just want to sleep with it straight. I don't know if it was just my straighteners, but my hair texture literally did not change. I don't know, does it look any different to you guys? It actually doesn't look any different. Honestly guys, I'm tired. It's not working. I feel like these videos are a lot more personable than just my TikToks. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you want me to do more day in the life, let me know. See you guys next time.